what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. I'm pretty excited today because I am bringing you tops, a tip-top tops. I saw this knife and I thought, wow, this is what all the hubbub is about. People have reached out to me, actually, a couple different people, few different people, I should say, have reached out saying or asking, hey man, are you ever going to do the Tops Modern Gladius? And I was like, I don't know. So I reached out to my man John over at Tops and I said, Brother John, a lot of people are asking about this knife. I say we give it to him. And he was like, right on, because he's the coolest dude over there. But so this was sent to me for testing, and I wouldn't have asked if I didn't think it was going to be a really cool one. But I was really looking at it. I was looking at the pictures and I thought, this might actually be a really cool blade. So it was designed by the people over at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, right? If you've ever or never have been over to that store, you gotta go check it out. It's ridiculous. It's a big store. It's like a museum as well. The thing is just mental. But I guess they wanted to do a knife and they wanted to have it made, and they wanted somebody who could make it that would make some of the best knives in the world. And they went to Tops, and Tops was like, abso-freaking-lutely, we'll do it. One of the cool things is you can have this customized. So you can have this done with some serrations. You can have it done in a camo pattern with a Rocky Mountain tread, which I have to admit, camo and Rocky Mountain tread on this would probably be ridiculous, and it would cost you an extra $80 to have those two, and if you wanted it to add serrations, it cost you another $20. But $80 on top, I know it's a lot of money for a lot of people, but if you could have one custom with Rocky Mountain tread and camo, I'd say you should jump on it. But this is the stock configuration. This is what most people are going to get, so this is what we're going to go over. So the sheath, the Kydex sheath, really works. I'd say it's ambidextrous, but not the normal way where you take this and you flip it around to make it. It's double-edged and it's completely even, so literally it's already ambidextrous. You can wear it on either side, no problem. Does come with the big loop, so you can take the snappable belt attachment off, and you can just attach it to gear. You have all these tie downs that'll work as well, or you leave this guy on there right there so you can put it on your belt. You do have a ton of tie down or attachment mounts. Remember, this is a fighting knife, so all these where you'd normally put in, like, you can tie in some line, some cordage, or some ferro rods and all that. That's not what this knife is for. So I'm going to put this down real quick. It's a really nice sheath. This is a really, really nice molded sheath. I think it kind of looks excellent. But we're going to get into this guy right here. First, let's go over all the specs. Believe it or not, it's a fixed blade. They actually put that up there in case some people don't know. Overall length is 11.38 inches with a 6.5 inch blade length. It has a 6-inch cutting edge with a 6-inch cutting edge. Gives you 12 inches of cutting edge all the way around. You have a blade thickness of 0.190. So blade steel is 1095 with a Rockwell 5658 with now here's the thing is Tops does a differential heat treat, and they do the best differential heat treat in the world. So I'm wondering if this is a through heat treat or if they did an edge heat treat with a soft middle. I'm wondering. I don't know how they did that, but because they do the best differential heat treat in the world, I am wondering if they somehow worked it into this blade, which I wouldn't be surprised because they're really great at what they do. So the finish is the black traction coating, which means it is textured, and I just poked myself. It is textured, right? So it doesn't just look nice. It's really good. And it textured doesn't mean, and you're going to get people that think they know things and they're going to say, oh, well, it's textured. That means it's not smooth, so you're not going to be able to go in and out as easy. Stupid. Yes, it will go in and out just as easy as something that's not textured. Don't believe all that. So it is tan canvas micarta, because they do it right. You can see the red liners. Topps always does really great jobs with their liners. They always pick the right color, and it always just looks beautiful. Let's see. Sheath included, yes. Black Kydex, yes. Dangler, yes. Designer Smoky Mountain Knife Works. So now there's not a lot of regular testing we're going to do with this thing because it's not the camp knife, so it's not set up for that. And I don't have some kind of ballistic dummy surplus, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But I'm just going to go over the design real quick, and then we're going to take it out. We're going to slash it a few things. I have to say one thing. I don't know how far into the design Smoky Mountain Knife Works compared to how far Topps had to manipulate things. But what I can tell you is that this POB is really, really nice. It's a fighting knife POB. This is the exact POB I wish that the K-Bar had. It has a great recovery, but it also has a great downward swing with a bring back. The thing is just great. You're going to notice that right there, right? And people are going to say, oh, look at that. It's a finger ring for your sister. It's not really a finger ring. It's more of, you can attach it, you can help attach it to like a piece of wood. You can make a spear, or it's just for weight, things like that. You can add cordage, you could do a tie down on it. So it's not really made for the fingers. A lot of people are going to see that and they're going to think, oh, it's so when you hold it like this, you can put your finger through. No, not really. You can put your finger against it. You can put your thumb down in there so you can do stabs and this and that. But if you're putting your finger inside of a finger ring in a fighting knife and then using that knife for something, all it takes is the knife to catch an angle, twist, and break your finger. So if you have those, you might not want to do that. But this one has multi-purpose for whatever you want to do. And a lot of people will put like the braided lanyards on there, and they look really good, but it really helps with weight and distribution, and it's like a peekaboo spot, you know what I mean? But outside of that, don't stick your fingers in there and try to use the knife. That's not what it's for. Now, if I grab the knife like this, my pinky sits right there in that, and it helps me control the blade. That's good, but I'm not sticking my finger through it. No. The knife is not made for woodwork. Will it feather stick? I have no doubt. But you're not going to be, you're not going to be batoning because that won't last very long. And it's not made for certain things. Can you skin in an emergency with it? Sure, why not? It's got an edge. It's not what it's made for. It's made for one thing. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Now, can you slash with it? Absolutely. I told you that the weight is really well balanced for a fighting knife. It is really well balanced for a fighting knife. And that's what it is. What is it not? It's not your military combat knife. This isn't something that you're going to bring with you. Can you? Absolutely. It has some sharpness to it on both sides. But it's not that. It's not your hunting knife. It's not your camp knife. It's not your trail knife, anything like that. However, if you do use it as a trail knife, remember, there was a couple cases, more than one, where a guy or a couple guys were attacked by a bear and used the Buck 110 folding knife to save their own lives. And one guy killed a bear with a Buck 110, which means anything is better than nothing. And sometimes you can just get lucky. This would be even better than that. So if you do get attacked by some kind of critters on the trail, this could be a please and thank you. Remember, when it comes to bears, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. Black bears, you get attacked by a black bear, you can defend yourself with a knife. You can even defend yourself by just getting big and screaming. And they're common. Black bears are common all over the States. Something like this would really help you if one decided to come your way, because at least it gives you a fighting chance. Being an armor-piercing style tip, right? It's going to go through flesh very, very easily. Bear stands up, raw, gives you that. You want to go under the neck and try for that. Soft parts inside the chest, try for that. And that's what's going to help you. But it's mainly for, those bears that get you at the ATM. Those bears. This is an all out self-defense knife, just properly done. The guard is completely straight this way, but because of this really cool angulation here, it almost looks like it comes back toward you. And you'd think, well, that's stupid, because you're looking at it and you think, oh man, the guard comes toward you. That means you lose grip. It's an optical illusion. It doesn't. It doesn't come toward you at all, which means you have full grip on this. Full grip. And I have to say, the grip is really good. Because of this curves right here, your thumb lock in a straight push, my pinky is right against there, my thumb is right against there. On a stabby, this thing, dog's going mental. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. But yeah, you're not gonna get better stabby than that. This thing is just right. Let's go outside, and on our way there, we'll find out what the dog is going mental for. But yeah, this thing is just super. Let me go check this out. FedEx. All right, so finishing off the design, the micarta is really well sculpted. I mean, really well sculpted. It's very nice. They take out grooves here. They round the edges. It just looks good. The Gladius style, it kind of looks like the Washington Monument. The Gladius style is, I mean, they did two types of Gladius pretty much. They did ones like this where it kind of went straight or in and then had a point, and then they had some that curved out and then went to a point. So it does stay with tradition as far as blade shape. You do have double pencil fullers on each side. So you see those two thin fullers. It's very even. Everything on this is perfectly measured. Tops did such a good job finishing off this design. It has a kick out here, so you do have a little bit of girth at the end, just enough to be able to keep the knife in your hand, but not too much to where I'm pretty sure if you want to throw this, especially if you are a like a no spin thrower, that's not going to get in your way. They just did a fantastic job. I think they did a fantastic job on a knife that is self-defense motivated, right? This isn't going to be anything but that save my butt in a situation knife. And because that's what it is, we are going to do a few different things out of the norm. Let's find out the sharpness real quick. Let's find out. It's a top, so oh crap, I got wind. I was eating some wrong stuff. Well, I'm trying to hold on to as much as I can, but you can see right there, that is, watch, shave 100% shave sharp. 100% shave sharp, as Tops always makes them. It's just who they are. It's what they do. They're great. Tops is a great knife company, and it's not a great knife company because, you know, I'm testing a Tops knife. It's a great knife company because it's a great knife company. That's it. They're just freaking awesome. You don't see too many people with bad things to say about Tops. Not only bad things to say about Tops knives, but even the Tops people. Those guys, class X. At Blade Show in Atlanta, when I was there with Joe, JS Bladecraft, and Scab, Choir Boys Outdoors, and we got to meet the guys over there, and they were just fantastic people. But let's see here. We got this guy blowing in the wind, so it'll be a little hard to keep a bead on it. But with this knife, no problem. Let's see here. So you can see the downward swing is actually pretty good. I'm talking the weight balance means I can get a good, ooh, I totally missed that one on myself. I can get a good swing and it's just going to be proper. It's just nice. I want to find something I can slash and poke at. Oh, you know what we can poke at is a tire. That would be nice. Oh, I do have something else I'm gonna need. I shouldn't cut, but I'm gonna, in the name of science. I have some insulation here, and what I'm gonna do is just, well, I got it right there in the picture. So let's do a couple slashes. Look at this. Just, I mean, that tip is so sharp. I am digging into that. A slash, boom, and 1, 2. We hit 3 pieces on a quick slash from just the tip. I didn't dig in the slash, so digging in the slash, 1, 2, 3. I reached 4 pieces of installation. And now I'm dropping it. So now, let's see, this is an accordion style stack, right? It's a nice big fat stack of insulation. Let's see here. I want to make sure I'm in the shot. Nice stab. Oh crap, that went all the way through. Ooh. All right, so that was a little better than I thought it was going to be. Woo. So yes, it will go through installation. It will go through skin installation, because that's what your skin is your own personal installation. Insulation, not installation. That means install something. Insulation. Hi, my name's D-Bad. I just learned English. So let's go over here to the tire and do a tire stab. I think we'll be okay. All right, so let's try this. Let's do it together. Let's get rid of this. All right, so here we are. And I have enough confidence. My hands are now all wet because of this stuff. We had a lot of rain. But I have enough confidence in this knife to where I'm not going to cut off my hand. Bam. Look at this. I mean, look at this. Come on, man. Without stabbing, without thrusting, just pushing. That means I'm putting my hand weight on that guard and I'm forcing. You see how much I'm pushing that tire down? So that's without a boom. And my hand is still caught up on this guard enough to where I'm not going to cut my fingers off, which I appreciate that not happening, because that would suck. Man, oh man, oh man. So, are you going to be able to stab and thrust and do all that jazz with it? Yeah. And if you are in a serious pickle, that's a really important thing. Look at this blade getting around, man. Look at this blade getting around, man. This is nice. Let's just try a plastic cut to see how tough this edge is, because it's a really nice sharp edge, and this stuff would chip a weaker edge. Had no problem getting through though. I'll tell you what, man, this might be a stabby, but it's a cutter too. It is a cutter. All right, let's try a double piece of plastic. Let's see if I can actually... Oh, there we go. Right through both. Right through both. This is nice. This is actually really, really nice. So let's try and figure out if we can get it around. You know, obviously never thrown this. I just took it out of the box. But when you got skills, first try, baby. Not only first try, but woo, I did a knife review yesterday where it was the same thing. They were just, some knives are just made to go and land perfect. That is chest high, beautiful. Come on, man. This thing is sweet. So can I give a proper yes indeed, a winner chicken dinner on this knife? Absolutely. If you're looking for a self-defense knife that's going to be as good or better as any other self knife there is, and you think, well, there's this, no, sharp on the edges, very, very pointy, great grip. What else do you need in a self-defense knife? A lot of people think you need a big guard because you're going to be catching knives. Shut your mouth. In a real knife fight, that's not how it works. In a real knife fight, you don't catch other people's knives with your guard. You'd have to have a guard that's the size of a basketball before it's that effective. No. In a real knife fight, everything's going to be really quick, really fast, in and out. You're not going to be sitting there for 3 hours slashing blades together and going clang, clang, clang. No, it's going to be bam or bam, and just try to get out of there. Most people it's just gonna be like that. And that's the truth. If you've ever seen videos of people with knife fights, or people with a knife and they're fighting, they're just they're doing that because the world isn't full of professional knife fighters out there battling in the streets. Not going to happen. So the one person who knows what they're going to do is going to stick and go, right? That's how it's going to work. And if it's somebody who's coming at you and they are presenting like they have something, but they're not showing it, which means there's a good chance they have nothing, but you have to make that split decision. Do I give them all my money or do I give them a shot? You know, Bigfoot is always asking for money in the woods because that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about people. Yeah, you want to be able to have something that you know you can rely on. This is that. This knife is dope. So, the Tops Modern Gladius, absolutely winner chicken dinner. This thing is a grade A stabber. It is a grade A stabber. Your practicality, I mean, you can keep it around the house for home defense. You can keep it on you for personal defense. What? Oh, I'm sorry. About 70 people just went, home defense, get a gun. Not everybody can have a gun. I'm sorry to tell you. Just because some of us have a bunch of guns doesn't mean everybody does. So get over it. Yeah, for those of you who can't have a gun, home defense. Anything is better than nothing, and this thing is better than a lot of anythings. So that's it for this one. I am Donnie all day. Until next knife.